Our first guest made history as the first comedian ever to sell out Dodger Stadium. His Netflix special is called Stadium Fuffy. Take a look.
I pride myself in the fact that I'm not a comedian who's divisive. That's why I don't talk about politics, religion, or sports, okay? Because all three will divide people. That's why I talk about food. Because food brings people together. That's right, unless you're vegan.
Please welcome Gabriel Iglesias. So you started out on Nickelodeon? What was that like?
Yeah, I started on Nickelodeon's All That back in 2000.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
2000. So you've been in the game. Oh my goodness. How old were you? So how were you
Right
back then?
there, I was 21 years old. I was the oldest cast member, but I had a very youthful face, and plus I had braces. So I joined season 6 of All That. I was the replacement, I guess, if you will, for Keenan and Kel. They had just spun off and did their own show, and so I came in, and it was I was there for a season, and it was very cool.
Who were some of your inspirations growing up?
Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And see, it's funny. A lot of people don't know that Eddie Murphy once was a comedian. You know, seriously. No, it's crazy to say that, but if you talk to somebody under 25 and you say Eddie Murphy, oh, the guy from Shrek,
that is
or the
true.
guy from these movies, they don't realize that the man was a comedian back in the day. And so between him and Robin Williams, that picture, by the way, interesting story. I was doing a show at the Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach, and it's a show that I did once a month. And so the manager calls me up and he says, hey, listen, I have a comedian who wants to do a guest spot on your show. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, no problem. And he goes, but the comedian wants to go on after you. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't, you know, you're an entertainer, you know what's up. If your name's on the marquee, nobody goes on after you.
You're the headliner.
You are the headliner.
You're the headliner.
No one goes on after you. So I said, well, who is this comedian? Who is this person? And they said, well, they asked me not to say. I said, well, Richard, it's my show.
Right.
Just tell me. I'm not, you know, he goes, all you have to know is that if you ever have a secret, now you know I can keep it. And I'm like, what kind of 5-year-old mess is that? You know what I mean? I go, just tell me who it is. He goes, don't worry, it's gonna be a big deal. So I'm like, all right. So the show happens. I say yes, because I need to know who this comedian is. I'm on stage, and they hand me a note during the middle of my set.
In the middle
Please
of your set?
bring him up. And so I tell the crowd, hey, you guys, we got a special guest, and I need to get off the stage. And they're like, no, because they had paid to see my show. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it normally. But I said, when you find out who it is, you are going to forget about me. And everyone's like, no, keep going. I go, no, you don't understand. And so I said, ladies and gentlemen, I go, I can't even, Robin Williams.
Oh, my God.
They did not believe me. They did not react. See how you got quiet right now?
Yeah.
Same thing happened over there. Everyone's like, yeah, they didn't believe it. And then I turn around and I look at the curtain and he's not standing there. And I'm like, oh my God, they just pranked me.
Right.
And I didn't realize it, but Robin Williams was standing behind me.
Right behind you?
Yeah, I couldn't see him because he was behind me, and the audience couldn't see him because, But anyway, he went on, and I watched one of my comedy heroes perform like 10 feet away from me, because I just watched from behind the stage. And when he got off stage, that's when I greeted him, and I said, hey, thank you so much for what you did. You're one of the main reasons why I do this. And we took that photo, and that's the one and only time I got to meet him.
Oh my God, and of course you'll never forget it, right?
Yeah.
That is amazing. So you have your face on a hot sauce bottle. How did that come about?
I know, random, right? He's Mexican, that's what happens. So, anyone in the LA area has obviously seen a normal bottle of Tapatio. And Tapatio is a hot sauce that's been around for 50 years. And the family and I got a chance to hang out and meet finally, and they were big fans of my comedy. Plus, I had a joke that I used to do about how my dad was the Tapatio man, because my father, a mariachi, and my mom met many years ago, and I didn't grow up with my dad. And so I would ask my mom, what does my dad look like? Do you have any pictures? And she grabbed, she grabbed the hot sauce and she said, that's him. So the family was like, we know you're a big fan of our product, and it's just one of those things that was so organic. So a 50-year anniversary, they wanted to do some special collaboration. So they put my face on the bottle with my dogs, and then we did a second one where it's my father and myself. But I understand that you're a big fan of the hot sauce.
I am.
So guess I just happened to bring some.
You brought me some? I was hoping you brought me some.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's right here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I love how they brought it like you're gonna drink it.
I just want to make sure. They brought me it look like I got enough for everybody in here. Thank you. Let's talk about your Netflix special. You made history by selling out the Dodger Stadium. Congrats. That is, I gotta get this straight. So you get nervous to do karaoke, but you ain't nervous to perform in front of all of these people?
No, not because it's what I do.
Right.
I'm a comedian. I get up on stage. You know, what makes me nervous is doing things that are not my norm. You know, so something that's not like singing totally would be like, oh. Yeah. You know, it's different if I'm just singing a quick little Coco song, you know, remember me, you know, and then that's it. Like I can fake it for a couple seconds and then I go back to like, yeah, no, I was just messing around. You know, it went well. We were there 2 nights. And I was super, super happy with the way it turned out. And it's probably,
Congratulations, that is amazing. You get any advice from anyone?
There's not many people you can approach to get advice about performing in a stadium. You know, like I call Elton John. Can you talk to me, Elton? You know, like, I must say, just be ready. You know, I don't know. So the only other comics that I knew that had done it were, one was Larry the Cable Guy. He did a comedy special a few years ago at a football stadium, and Kevin Hart. And so I spoke to Kevin, and I was like, Kevin, man, and big props to Kevin, because Kevin Hart was the main reason why I decided to go for it, because I says, you know what? I was there when he taped his special, second row. And just so you know, sitting in the second row at a stadium is still like, you know, being here, and then Kevin's like way over there where the sign's at. It's so big. And so I talked to him and he goes, dude, it's important for you to have 2 nights. Make sure you have 2 chances so that you can get the timing right. That was the best advice, and I needed that.
And then you got to do Space Jam.
Yes, I know, it's perfect because we're here at Warner Brothers. I played Speedy Gonzales, and we actually did some of the recordings a couple stages from here. It was pretty awesome because, you know, I was very familiar with the character and it was a lot of fun, but I told the producers, I go, look, just because I'm Mexican doesn't mean I can only play the Mexican character.
Good point.
Because I did it, you know. Hola, I'm Speedy Gonzales de Pases Barcelona, Mexico. Arriba, you know. Got it, right?
That was dope.
But I could do I told him I could do the whole film by myself. I could. Well, Marvin the Martian. Oh my modulator. You know, Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc?
Oh my God.
You know, so yeah. I said, hey, I'll do the whole movie for half plus medical insurance. My favorite part was the fact that they entertained the conversation.
They did?
Yeah, because they're like, you know how much money we could save?
No.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.